By a vote of 6 to 0, Aaron, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Please take a minute to collect your things, say your goodbyes, and walk out the front door.
I said that they pressured me and that I felt like I was going to go home if I didn't put Aaron up. So Aaron understood that, and when he hugged me goodbye, he's like, you know what you have to do? I'm like, yeah, I know what I have to do.
Aaron, we discussed this, and I know that you know what I have to do, and I'll see you through.
After Aaron's fate was kind of sealed, I didn't know Alan was going to do that. It kind of caught me off guard, but I understand Alan was trying to further himself in the game by being good with the boys.
With the eviction of Doug and Aaron from the game, that means, Audrey, this week you will be second in command. Thank you. As you know,
Nothing against the former green team, but I do feel like getting in that team at the beginning sort of screwed me over. As much as winning the first competition felt good, it was like, now I'm a target forever and nobody trusts me. So I'm happy that that is done with. That means I get to nominate someone. Who I was gonna nominate was like contingent on who became head of house next.
If I could have your attention, before we go into the HOH, I need something from each of you. You're receiving a card where I need you to circle your name and cross out the names of 2 house guests that you would put up for eviction if you were HOH. Hello, house guests. Professor Red here. The power is up for grabs. The name of this head of household competition is Fruitonyms. We are now going to reveal the results of our exercise, but your names will not be exposed with your nominations. Instead, every name has been replaced with the name of a fruit. You will review a chart with a list of fruits alongside fruits that they have selected for their nominees. After a short period of time, you will vote openly on which fruit you will elect as the head of household. Take note, we will not be revealing the true identities of any of you fruits, even once the competition has been completed, and the fruit who wins HOH is not required to put up for eviction the fruits they chose for the exercise. You will now have a few minutes to review, and then the public vote will be held to determine this week's HOH. Outgoing HOH and second in command will not be competing in this week's head of household competition, so we'll give you time to talk. Strawberry voted for raspberry and pear. Pear voted for raspberry and grape. Raspberry voted for apple and pear. Grape voted for strawberry and apple. Watermelon voted for pear and cherry. And apple voted for cherry and raspberry. I see some gears turning. Some thoughts happening.
It was like really quiet and awkward at first when we started the HOH. So after no one was talking for a while, I just look over at Chastity and say, who did you vote for? And she lets me know that she voted for Tony and Brian. However, Kate comes over, she claims she voted for Jay and Audrey. Audrey is not one of the 6 people, so there's only 2 fruits left that she could be. It's one of the 6 or one of the 8 that's not an option. So I know Audrey has to be the cherry if that's true. So based on that scenario, I knew Jay could only be one of 2 fruit. I also voted Jay. So I knew it would have to be fruit that I voted as well.
I was sitting next to Farrell and we were trying to figure out which fruit was who, and I think we figured out that I was the grape. So we were voting for myself to be HOH. I think we got it, we had it figured out. We knew who was who.
Everyone have their answers locked in? Please reveal your vote to me. All right, we have a tie-break, or we're gonna have to go to a tie-break question. We're gonna have everyone answer. Whoever's closest without going over will be HOH between the two. How many fruits were in that basket sitting on the counter just now?
Types or how many?
How many individual,
total?
like how many fruits? Please reveal your answers now. I thought this is over. Congratulations to our new head of household, Ben.
Oh, wow.
So I'm really excited for this. I'm kind of disappointed because that means I'm going to be vulnerable next week. I'm hoping people have my back. And now I'm going to get to work with Audrey because we're going to be co-HOHs. So that'll be awesome. Watch us get fucked up and like they're downstairs convincing Audrey to like backdoor or to nominate Alan, and like he gets out somehow, and then I'll just be like furious. Showman's out the door. I mean, it's not a showman's, it's like a crush man's, if that's a thing. But like, yeah.
Whatever we want to do, we need to make sure that we should be in agreement.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I agree that we should be in agreement. And then we need a majority to also be in agreement with us. I feel like Ben is on the page that I have been on for a little while, and so I feel a little more secure at nominating who I want to nominate. But I also, he just asked me to talk to him, and I definitely want to talk to him and see if we're going in the right direction. There are also a couple other people I need to talk to before I solidify that choice. I know that Alan is already like on with us about anything, and I think so that a majority, we would need 2 more people, and I think that Chastity and Kate are the next 2 that should be
I agree.
in agreement with us.
Well, like I've been saying since like before the first vote, I want me and Audrey and Alan and the couple to like work together because I feel like that would be a good 5.
I think us 3 and Chastity and Kate as a final 5 would be killer.
Like, is that what you want? Like,
That is who I want to be in the final 5.
because I feel like me, you, and Alan are like the solo players,
Yeah.
and I feel like Tony and Brian are together. I feel like
Tony and Brian made it very clear that they're
Chastity.
together.
And Jay's like playing all sides. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jay's
He's
who
the one
I'm
I don't know
most concerned about.
because he can flip either way.
Yeah, because like he was.
Yeah.
Aaron thought Jay was on his side. Tony thought Jay was on his side.
Yeah.
Like, Jay is playing everyone. I don't think anyone's going after Jay, which concerns me because that
So you
means
think one of us should go after Jay?
I'll nominate Jay if you're okay with that. I don't even know who's gonna go out this. I really hope Jay goes out this round. I like really fucking hope that happens. Yeah. Do you think those 5 would agree to like a firm final 5 deal? Like, what do you think?
Yes.
Yes. Is that what you want? Like, I don't like if you don't want that, that's fine.
I want us all to agree.
Okay.
Is what I want. Yeah.
Well, what if we just do this? If I nominate Jay, you nominate Brian or Tony, whoever you want,
Okay.
and then whoever they want to vote off is fine.
I want the best to go. I want it to be a turnaround newbie game.
All right.
Yeah. So Jay, Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know who's coming after me is the thing. Has anyone ever said my name?
No.
No.
None of the guys have said your name.
Okay. How the
And
girls said my name?
none of the girls have said your name, at least with me involved in the conversation. No one has said your name. You've been under the radar the entire time. Like I said, I planned on working with us for the final 5.
Mm-hmm. Do you see that still happening though?
As far as I'm aware, I still see that happening. I don't foresee any reason why Jay would go against the 4 of us. I don't think I have to worry about Ben after talking with him. I'm 99.9% sure that Audrey is going to put me up for eviction. I think her reasoning would be, you put me up for eviction, so I mean, I have to brace for the fact that I'm going to be up for eviction. My only hope is that Ben puts up a bigger target, which is one of the girls. And if I can try to stick to the 5 guys alliance that we've been working with so far, the number should be in my favor.
What I would like to do, like I was telling Audrey, I want me, you, Audrey, Chastity, Alan, final 5. That's like the newbies, and we get out the 3 bets.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Early on in the game, people were like, let's target the couples. And like, my philosophy is keep couples in the game, because as long as the couples are in the game, other people will go after them. So
Yeah.
I think it's been, like, no one else seems to have this philosophy that I have, but like, that's what I'm done with. I don't know.
So I just want to make sure that Tony and Brian don't win the veto.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes.
Because I want one of them.
Yeah. Me too.
I actually don't care which one it is out of them. Yeah, I want us to be the final 5.
Yeah.
You know?
5 newbies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah. And then we can do whatever, and then
Yeah,
the game can be its own game again. But like, I think that would be really fun. So that's what I want to do.
So right now, I don't know what's gonna happen. I want one of Tony or Brian to go, and then I'll pick up the remaining person that's left. And then we need to get rid of these girls.
Well, I told a really funny joke in bed last night. Like, not sex bed, but just like... I told it in the Well, I said one funny thing earlier that I just said to Chastity, and I think it's cute. About taking it out, flying a goose to Columbus. Oh, yeah. We were talking about how Alan got here because he's the only one from out of town. And we said that, I was like, Alan flew in on an airplane. And she was like, obviously he flew in on an airplane. And I was like, rather than flying in on a goose. It's so funny.
Maybe it was that you had to be there.
Yeah, it was definitely. So I just keep laughing about that in my head.
I think for what I need from the game right now, Alan is on my page.
Right.
But I think he's like secretly not as awkward and nervous as he acts, and that he has a plan too.
I'm sure he has
Yeah.
one.
So the fact that he told you guys you were safe and then nominated you.
The way I see it, like, if it benefits you to keep me around, then keep me around. If it doesn't benefit me, play your game.
Okay.
I'm not trying to throw myself under the bus either, but
Yeah, I honestly just like, I don't know if it benefits me to either way, but it does make me nervous that I don't have a preference about you, because I think that I have a fairly formed opinion about everyone else.
The way I was working with Tony and Aaron has definitely impacted the situation I'm in now, because I think from their points of view, they think I haven't picked a side or an alliance, and that makes me I guess more threatening, because they don't see an allegiance, so they don't know where I go.
Audrey! It's too many excellent points. I love you. Congratulations on winning HOH, kind of. I'm rooting for you with all my heart. Just keep being your clever self and you'll kick all of the ass. All of it! Refuse to accept failure and do that thing where you are annoyingly good at everything. Miss you, big girl. Sorry. That's really sweet. I miss you too. Yeah. I'm prone to having emotional reactions about people that matter a lot to me. It's been a really long day, and I don't know, the stress of playing this game with people's emotions and like not trusting anyone, that's hard. It freaks me out. And then someone that loves you and supports you says that they love you and they support you, and I just want to like crawl into a cave. Thanks.
Finn, congrats on being the HOH. That means you have outwitted, output, and outlast your fellow housemates. Oh wait, that's your other favorite reality game show. I think they stole that line from someone else's letter. We're proud of you and expect you to do the unexpected, your favorite shithead. Love you, Mom and Dad. Okay. This is the nomination ceremony. I wish I could nominate all of you, but unfortunately, one of my duties as head of household is to nominate one of you for eviction, and my co-HOH will nominate a second person. I will begin by pulling the first key, that person is safe, and then the next person will pull the next key, and so on until all the keys have been pulled. The 2 house guests left without their keys will be nominated for eviction. The first person who is safe is
Kate.
Thank you. Second person who is safe is Alan.
Chastity, you're safe.
Thank you, guys. Tony, you're safe.
Thank you.
Alright, I have nominated you, Jay. We've already talked about this. I feel like you're flying under the radar, and I haven't seen much gameplay for you, either in the competitions or I'm not sure what you're doing socially, but I don't think you're going to benefit my game.
Brian, one and done.
I'm nominated. I knew that was going to happen. And I see it as like a blessing and a curse if I am able to survive. If I'm able to survive, I've started forming like alliances, and so it's a unique week for me.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew Audrey would put me up for eviction. However, I think I have something to my advantage, which is Jay's lack of gameplay or just complete disregard for gameplay. He's walking around the house like Audrey from season 17 of Big Brother, wrapped in a blanket, napping all the damn time. I think that might work in my favor.
Oh, it's me. There are no house guest choice tokens. Instead, if we pull someone's name who's up here, then they get to choose. So I choose Chastity to play this.
I picked Brian, so you get to pick a household or a member to play veto.
Tony. There's definitely a shifting allegiance going on. I don't know if it's the girls and Audrey finally coming together now that the house is smaller, thinking that it's the girls that can kind of take over. Me, Tony are both playing in a veto competition. Whatever the competition is, I absolutely either have to win or Tony has to win.
We're gonna pick Alan.
Do you want to host? Okay.
Alright, Big Brother, let you guys know when you
So we talked about, I think we're on the same page, that we want me, Audrey, Chastity, Kate, Alan as like the final five. Get out the vets.
Yeah.
Us five. It's what I've been wanting for a while, so I think we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, I think that we're on the same page about the five of us being left, so anything else that happens is sort of like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
as long as we maintain that five.
I picked Jay. I've been gunning for Jay since like day one. Like, I've seen his past season. He's good at flying under the radar. He's doing the exact same thing this game. I feel like he knows how to be in people's heads who are in charge, such as Aaron and Tony. And if people don't go after him, he's going to keep sliding by, and people are going to keep targeting either the couples or the nice people or the challenge threads, and he's just going to get to the end.
I nominated Brian because he's not one of us five. And out of those three, you were already gonna nominate Jay. I don't think that Tony's a threat. At this point, at least, and I kind of like him. So I want him to keep playing.
You like Tony? Does anyone actually like Tony?
Out of those three, I'm most comfortable with Tony staying in the game longer.
I agree. 100%.
So that is why I nominated Brian.
Well, like, I came to the game wanting to target you.
Oh.
Like, because I feel like you play a good game. You fly under the radar, you get far. And then, like, I've been talking shit about you the entire time in my diary room. What? Like, I just feel like you're the biggest threat to get towards the end. Because you aren't on anyone's radar.
I feel like this week I've actually started to like play the game I want to play, and like everything is falling into place perfectly exactly as I wanted it. Like up to now I've been playing like under the radar. Like I've been checking with people to see if I'm on the radar or not, and everyone's saying no one's ever said your name, blah blah blah, which is perfect.
If I survive, Tony and Brian's allegiance is going to be broken because one of, I assume Tony would be the one that would go up. Well, that's up to you, isn't it?
If you,
I don't know.
People keep asking me who are going to put up if Jay comes off, and I'm like, I have no idea.
Right.
Like, I'm trying not to think about it.
Right.
Like, at that point, I will reassess.
I'm still in the same place of totally scatterbrained and enjoying it for what it's worth. I would really like to stay, but I have a bad feeling that I didn't get put up, and I feel like I'm gonna get backdoored because I felt that way. That I felt I was gonna go home last week because everybody's like, Aaron's definitely going, and I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna go. So I just have this like impending sense of doom inside.
I don't think it's personal. I don't think you're anyone's target this week.
No.
But, so I think
Right now I'm working with Kate, Audrey, Ben, and Alan. Right now the plan is to get Jay out. Next week one of us wins head of household, and then we get Tony and Brian out. If all goes well. I'm not sure about Alan or Ben. I trust Audrey and Kate a lot more. And I think seeing 3 girls in the final 3 would be sweet. But hopefully that's how it works out.
Hello, house guests. I'm obviously Pamela Sue Mary Jo Richfield Harper, BBCOL4's University's first and most successful prom queen. I am here to crown this year's queen of the prom. Applause, applause, applause. The 6 of you will be given 10 ballots to cast for prom queen. One at a time, you will privately cast your ballots for who you think should win prom queen. After each person casts their ballots, you will count your votes. Whoever has the most votes is the new BBCOL University prom queen and the winner of the Golden Power of Veto. Woo! Take heed, no one could possibly tie my record of 21 votes for prom queen. Anyone caught with over 20 votes has obviously rigged this contest and will immediately be disqualified. Does everyone understand the rules?
Brian is a seafood bag with Robin's egg tissue.
Here you are, 10 votes for you, Madame.
Yeah, yep.
Ben, you scored 10 points. Chastity, you scored 7 points. Jay, 6 points. Tony, you scored 15 points. Brian, you scored 11 points. And finally, last but not least, Audrey, you scored 11 points, so that means Tony, you have won the Power Veto.
I want prom queen. And then that bitch wouldn't give me the crown. She threw the sash over me like it wouldn't fit me like a normal human being, which I also was slightly offended by. And now I'm convinced that she slept her way to the top because I slept my way to the prom queen title. But thankfully I have this little piece of, so that I can save my friend Brian Smith, so we can continue to rule the school.
You just got voted most popular for what you were.
I tanked that competition so bad. I had no strategy. I had no idea what to do. I told Tony if he wins the veto to use it on Brian. That's exactly what I would expect him to do. And no hard feelings there because that's his boy and that's his game. Then it dawned on me, that Audrey was the person that had to put up a nomination, not Ben. And I still have a chance. Like, that's crazy. The way I see it is kind of girls versus boys, unless Audrey puts up a girl, which would be shocking to me. If Audrey puts up a girl, I think the boys are gonna keep me.
You didn't even get the program.
Tony is the new prom queen and won the Power Veto. That's the scenario that I don't think anyone wanted to happen. He's gonna take off Brian. And then Kate was like, hey, I'll go up as a replacement. I don't care. I was like, okay.
Tony won veto, which is awesome because now they can't choose to evict Brian. I've been good at like laying under the radar, and I keep positioning myself in a place where people want to target other people. Like the girls have been talking to me about they want to get out and out at some point, which is cool because it's also like another target in front of me. Like somehow I feel like no one's still going after me, which is fucking awesome. I don't know if I want to take the end. I really like Alan. I got to lay in bed with him again. So that was like the best part. Like that might be the best part, just laying in bed with Alan, I thought it was gonna be first out. Like I'm playing the exact game I was hoping to play. I'm in like the best position I can be in right now.
At this point, I kind of said that I'd put myself on the sword for it. I feel like Audrey, me, and Chastity might have something, but I don't know. It's Big Brother.
This is the veto meeting. Brian and Jay have been nominated for eviction, but I hold the power of veto and the title of prom queen. At this time, both nominees may tell me why I should use the power of veto on them. Jay, you can speak first.
No.
Oh, that's easy. Brian, I guess he's saving all the time for you.
Tony, I would love for you to use that veto on myself. I would love to continue to sit playing the game.
Alright, I am going to use the power of veto on my friend Brian. Audrey, because I vetoed your nomination, you have to come up and select a replacement nominee.
Yeah, you're right.
See, sometimes I know
Your
stuff.
beliefs are true. I nominate in Brian's stead. Kate. I'm nominating you.
Thank you for very.
This veto meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Tony Farrell. You saved my big brother life in this game. I thought I could have been going home this week. Now, can we talk about that fucking veto ceremony? I was not prepared for Audrey putting up a girl. I was convinced the girls were working with each other. And so I'm like, shook. No, she threw me for a loop by putting you on. So that was not what I was expecting.
Jay's been sleeping a lot, so I think that the other house guests are kind of thinking that he's trying to like just float through. He's not talking any game, he's not talking to anybody, he's not doing anything. If that's how he wants to play it, that is amazing, to out of sight, out of mind, but at the same time, like we're all as a house getting together and talking about things, but it could flip at any point, so I'm not confident at all. I'm so nervous, right?
The other boys, are keeping Jay. Yeah. It's gonna be a tie vote, but Ben will break the tie.
Yeah, Ben wants Jay out.
Yeah, exactly. So we're good.
Cool. Okay.
And then hopefully one of us wins next week.
I know. That pretty much went as planned, and Jay's kind of freaking out about it because he did not expect Kate to go up. Alan seems like he's on board, but he's lied to me in the past, so hopefully he sticks with the plan to get Jay out. So if you were to win Head of Household next week, would you put those two up? Okay.
Yeah, we want the final five.
Yeah. Good thought. All right. He's like so hard to read.
Yeah.
He's like deadpan, like I
Yeah.
can't tell.
Me neither.
I mean, he was like, "We're cool." I'm voting.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
fine with it.
Because
He
like.
said fine.
Right. And that's what we've been in the whole time, so I'm hoping that that's true.
Yeah.
And like, if he flips it, then that's it.
Yeah.
I think we're good, but I have a question for you. During the first vote, who did you vote to evict?
The camera knows.
I'm asking you. Like, who did you vote to evict? You told me you voted to evict.
Did I confirm or did I deny it?
You told me you voted to evict Audrey.
No, I didn't.
You didn't tell me that? You told me that.
Was I cheeky about it?
You were outside with...
I don't think I definitely said either way.
You totally said that.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't vote to evict Audrey.
Well, that's what you told me. I just want to see what you would say.
I voted to keep Audrey.
Okay, I just want to see if you'd be honest with me.
Yeah.
I literally told Jay...
You told Jay.
No. Sorry, here's what I told Jay. I told Jay, I'm gonna go ask Kate a question. If she's honest with me, I'm voting you out, Jay.
Is that all?
Yeah, because I didn't know if you were lying to me or Alan was lying to me, and like...
No, I voted for Audrey to stay.
I feel like Tony and Brian will still work with us.
Even if we screw them on this vote? Because they think...
Tony told me earlier he would vote for Jay. Should I go confront him and be like, hey, you guys...
Yeah,
but
but
like, say...
they want to keep Jay.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be Tony and Brian voting to evict Kate, me and Chastity voting to evict.
And I'll break the tie.
Like, we gotta just convince Brian and Tony to evict Jay. And that, you know, we don't want to make it sound like that's what I'm already doing. I'm just going to be like, what are your thoughts? And maybe they'll want to already evict Jay, and this isn't an issue.
This is true.
Maybe there won't be a tie vote.
I would love to still evict Jay. I feel like if we evict a girl, it's gonna be bad for us. Because I feel like once one girl's out, then those three are gonna turn
Those
against us
three
too.
are coming after us.
Yes.
Yep.
So we need to get Jay out.
Yep.
I think I'm okay with it. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna keep drinking wine. And my mom said that once.
I'm 90% sure you're fine.
I'm like 30% sure that I'm 60% out of here.
Guys versus girls, essentially. Like, I think you're right. I think the girl bond is pretty strong.
So tight.
Ring. Hey, Jay. This is Big Brother Jay. Hi, how are you? Yeah, we're gonna need you to start playing the game. Okay, thanks. Alright. See you never, bye.
It's week 3 of the Big Brother house, and the second in command twist has set the house spinning. Newbies versus veterans, men versus women, the Julies versus the world. I don't even goddamn know, because this is Big Brother.
Yeah!
Greetings, house guests.
Hi, Julie.
Ben, congratulations on winning
Thank
the
you.
household. How did it feel?
I mean, I'm excited I won. I was excited to get my letter. Get called a shithead by my parents. That's awesome.
Audrey.
Yeah, me.
As the last remaining member of the former green team, you inherited the second in command power.
Yes.
Do you think that you and Ben collaborated well in terms of sharing power?
I think that politics is hard. And
Very political answer.
we did a good job of communicating with each other.
I think like we really hadn't gotten a chance to like work together. So
Yeah.
we had different opinions, but
There were definite differences, but I think that we did a good job communicating both of our interests and thoughts, and it worked out the way that it worked out.
Fascinating. Moving on to our veto competition. Alan, or
Oh my god, yes.
Mary Sue Thing, I don't remember her name. Alan, how did it feel to don the drag for the first time?
You know,
It was the first time. She seemed so natural.
it felt like I was exploring a different side of myself that I've never seen before. And, you know, I didn't hate it.
The world agrees. Wow. We have 2 nominees for eviction, Jay and Kate. They have one last opportunity to plead their case to the 4 voting house guests this evening. So we'll start with a gentleman this evening. So Jay, you go first.
This has been a very interesting week for Big Brother for me. I have learned so much more about people this week than any other week. I'm having a blast playing and I really want to stay, so please keep me around. That's all I got.
Okay, please.
I'm enjoying the company. I'm having fun. I'm excited to be here. And I feel like my favorite emoji is like this. So that's how I feel.
Enlightening. All right, one at a time, you will ascend to the diary room to give Counselor Yellow your votes to evict. This week we'll go starting with Chastity, working our way around the table.
Please sit and cast your vote to evict between Jay or Kate.
I vote to evict Jay. Jay, go take a nap.
Thank you, Chastity. Hi, Tony.
Hi,
Please
Julie.
cast your vote to evict.
I'm nervous about this, but I think I vote to evict Jay.
Hi, that's Alan.
Hey, I'm Pamela.
Hi, Alan. Please cast your vote to evict between Jay and Kate.
I vote to evict Jay. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Alan. Hello, Brian.
Hi, guidance counselor Yellow.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I sadly vote to evict Jay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, house guests, the final tally for eviction votes is in my hands. By a vote of 4-0. Jay, you've been evicted from the house. Please take a minute to gather your things, say your goodbyes, and exit the front.
I really thought you guys all wanted to be out.
Let me put on my seatbelt for safety. Hello, Jay.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah.
That's an interesting state to be in.
It was a very stressful week.
So we had
Ben won HOH, but he had to share his HOH with Audrey. And he apparently came into the game and he was gunning for me. That was what he told me anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
And then Audrey put up Brian, which was doom for me. And then Farrell won the veto, and of course he used it on Brian. Like I mean, he should have. I was in a very I guess defeatist kind of mood.
Why did you think you were going to be the one?
Well, that's the fucked up part. Is at first I thought I was doomed, and then I realized I wasn't thinking about it correctly, and then I thought I could remedy it, And then of course the veto competition, if I had won that, like I could have saved myself, and I bombed that. But even after the fact, it like had dawned on me that Audrey was the one that had to put up a new nominee, not Ben, as I had previously thought, which gave me hope. And that was like the frustrating part about this week, is the fact that I had like a chance and no chance and a chance and no chance. And it was like,
you've been through the ringer.
God, I'm like, just get it over with, shoot me.
Were you working with anyone in the house specifically?
I was not working with anybody specifically except for you, Aaron. And I can't wait to see you and talk to you about that.
What was your favorite part?
Well, it wasn't the eye patch. My favorite part, honestly, was just meeting all the new people. I love that this year had a diverse cast. I love that we had out-of-towners. I love that we had girls, and it was nice to just sit to like talk to new faces and hang out with new people. So that was fun.
All right, Jay, do you have any final words?
Is there beer here?
What a Jake.
Hi!
You little shit.
You've been bad.
Jay's been very bad.
Trust you since last year.
So warm in here. It's so much better.